me to explain my theory in the group chat.
Wow.
SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants signed a non-agreement disclosure. Fuck. SpongeBob SquarePants. Not only does he wear brown, white, and red, his colors are gold. Alright? Keep this in mind. Mr. Krabs. What does he wear? Big ass pants. But what color is he? Red. Sandy Cheeks. Sandy Cheeks is from Texas.
Hi, Adrian.
Sandy Cheeks is originally from the state of Texas. Now, I want this important information to lay in your mind.
Yes, Adrian. You already
Now,
told me this. Hurry this up.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Alright.
Uh-huh.
He wears white, just like the Chiefs. SpongeBob also wears red, just like the Chiefs. Alright?
Okay.
Now, in the Bible, Judas,
I haven't played Fortnite in a week, so give me
Judas,
that.
the man who betrays Jesus,
Uh-huh.
he wears the color yellow. Now, for ages to come, the color of yellow was also known as the traitor's color because of the story of Jesus and Judas. Now, what I'm getting at here is SpongeBob is the living incarnation of Judas. And my crucifixion was the Super Bowl and my team losing. SpongeBob SquarePants is a evil, evil sponge. First of all, let's get this down. SpongeBob SquarePants lives in a pineapple underneath the sea. Everybody knows this. Wow. You know what else happened underneath the sea? On an island? Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein had tons of little children go to his island so he can profit off them as sex slaves. Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs is a notoriously greedy man. Now, if you keep this in mind, we can put two and two together and understand that Mr. Krabs and Jeffrey Epstein had an agreement about a certain individual. Who is this individual? Pearl. Ever notice how Pearl is a whale? Ever notice how Mr. Krabs is, in fact, a crab? Now, think about it this way. Sandy Cheeks lives in Texas, United States of America, meets Jeffrey Epstein on an offhand day. Sandy Cheeks introduces Mr. Krabs and Jeffrey Epstein to one another. Jeffrey Epstein says, I can handle your financial problems, Mr. Krabs. I can make your money 10 times more if you just invest in me a little bit. What does Mr. Krabs do? He takes the risk. Mr. Krabs, overwhelmed by greed, allows himself to become a sex trafficker along with Jeffrey Epstein. Sad truth, but it has to be known. So, Mr. Mr. Krabs. Hold on. Mr. Krabs is not a nice man, as I just said right now. But you also have to understand, SpongeBob's playing this. Now, SpongeBob is Mr. Krabs' main breadwinner.
Yeah, sure.
And for this, Mr. Krabs hires SpongeBob on a very low salary pay. Now, you must understand that after living so many years in poverty in a pineapple in such a terrible town as Bikini Bottom, you know, life gets tough. What does SpongeBob do? SpongeBob, you know, he asks Mr. Krabs, how are you so rich? You know, how can I get some money, you know? No, I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Krabs. The Krusty Krab doesn't pay that well. You know, it doesn't have that many benefits, you know, working here. I mean, this is a fast food restaurant. I mean, what can I really do to make more money, Mr. Krabs? Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, me boy. You've been working at my fine establishment for about 15 years. I'm not gonna let you in a little secret. Now you see, my daughter, Pearl, is not my daughter. You ever notice why Pearl always calls Mr. Krabs daddy and not father or dad as normal? Jeffrey Epstein sold Pearl to Mr. Krabs. I mean, it makes sense. She's a sex slave to Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs is trying to keep this away from any Bikini Bottom locals that will try to find out and ruin his name, such as Plankton. Now, you ever notice what was really on that secret Krabby Patty formula? It wasn't a formula. It was Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs. Now, what's that appears in the first beginning seconds of every SpongeBob episode? An island. I wonder what island that is and who it belongs to. Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. Now, SpongeBob SquarePants allows himself to also, just like Mr. Krabs before him, become a sex trafficker. And how unfortunate this story is, it's sadly true. So, you know, where does this meeting with you know, Taylor Swift take place? All right, hear me out. Nickelodeon owns SpongeBob. Nickelodeon says, we're going to be hosting the Super Bowl this year. This was months prior to the Super Bowl. What does SpongeBob do? He says, you know what? I'm going to get some side hustle on this. He's going to bring his best friends along. Patrick Star. Patrick Star was a part of the NFL Super Bowl broadcasters. Dora the Explorer was also on there, but she's mostly a side hoe to SpongeBob, such as, you know, other terrible characters we don't talk about. Sandy. But the main point here is SpongeBob SquarePants accepts the deal to go with Nickelodeon to host the Super Bowl and bring live audiences so that the Krusty Krab can bring more profit. Alright. Now, this is what Mr. Krabs doesn't want you knowing. Mr. Krabs is obviously friends with Sandy Cheeks. Sandy Cheeks, you know, being a very notorious individual in Texas, meets Taylor Swift one day at one of her concerts. What does Sandy do? Sandy, in fact, actually goes backstage and meets Taylor Swift. And she says, you know, Mrs. Swift, I know you're very rich and all, but I know a fantastic way to bring you richer. And I know that your friend, or your boyfriend, Travis Kelce, is a part of the Kansas City Chiefs, you know? So, Sandy says, you know, my network is going to broadcast the Super Bowl, you know. You're a very rich person, Mrs. Taylor Swift, but I'll cut you a deal here. My friend, Eugene Krabs, has a local underwater business. You may have heard of it. It's called the Krusty Krab. So what does Sandy do? Sandy gets Taylor Swift to go on an agreement deal with all of them, so they can sell more Krabby Patties, make sure Taylor's team gets to the Super Bowl, and make sure that she doesn't lose any profit, even if she does, in fact, happen to lose Super Bowl, if it is, in fact, rigged, as they say. So, this is where the plan comes up. Mr. Krabs goes in a meeting with SpongeBob, Sandy Cheeks, Patrick Star, and Taylor Swift, and the leaders of the NFL. And Mr. Krabs says, alright boys, my underwater sea restaurant is a very rich restaurant. I bring in hella dough, hella cash, and I'll give you this for a sweet offer. I will get you 20% of my margins and my profits all the way to the NFL if you let us become your sponsors. So this is what Mr. Krabs does. Mr. Krabs gets them on a sponsor deal, alright? And he says, there's only one thing though. My friend here, Taylor Swift, the Kansas City Chiefs need to get to the Super Bowl. The NFL's like, alright, we understand. So this is what happens afterwards. The NFL and Mr. Krabs make this signing deal. They sign this non-disclosure agreement and it says, they can't speak about any of this meeting that's been going on and any of these attractions or anything about this secret meeting. So this is what the NFL goes to the rule book and they say they change the rule that states that whoever makes the last points in overtime wins the game. This includes a field goal. So they changed this, prior to the Super Bowl. And I'll let you be known. This current Super Bowl that we're living in 2024 has been the only other Super Bowl that has went into overtime. See what I'm planning here? The NFL scripted this. Alright, they screwed over the 49ers to make more profits with the Krusty Krab and more profits off Taylor Swift fans. So, this is what happens. Overtime. 49ers. 50-yard field goal. Jake Moody somehow miraculously kicks the ball inside between the goalposts. As bad as a kicker he is, he somehow makes the longest field goal in Super Bowl history.
Actually?
Yes. And what happens is that Mr. Krabs on the sidelines, he says to the NFL, did you make that rule count? About the NFL making the last score of the game, not acceptable even if by a field goal. NFL says yes, Mr. Krabs cashes in. Chiefs win. Chiefs are a part of a conspiracy that Mr. Krabs, Sandy Cheeks, Jeffrey Epstein, Taylor Swift, Patrick Starr, and everybody else will be involved with, alright? I'm gonna expose these terrible people, alright? SpongeBob, your head is out for me. SpongeBob, I'm gonna kill you, alright? I'm gonna cut off that sponge head. You're in my sight, SpongeBob. You caused me tremendous pain, alright? You made my team lose, SpongeBob. And for this, I can't. I'm not your fan anymore, SpongeBob, alright? Look, you got me so devastated I can't even speak. SpongeBob, you really should have known to been better than this. This message goes out for you. I'm gonna go into your house at night. I'm gonna use your hole, SpongeBob. I don't care if you're sleeping with Gary. I don't care if you're at Patrick's house. I don't care if you're at Squidward's house. Your holes will be stretched, SpongeBob. And you'll be thanking me for it. So SpongeBob, if you're out there, you better sleep with both eyes open. The message was 13 minutes long and 27 seconds.
How did we not die yet, bro?
I was playing with one hand. I had my phone in one hand. I had my controller with the other, and there's people in front of me. I tried pinging them, and I couldn't. Hold on, I have to lock in now. Sorry, Jaden.
Broke his shield, broke his shield. Oh, he broke mine.
Oh, he's spraying, I'm not gonna lie. He's right here.
Ooh! Behind us!
Oh shit. This is SpongeBob right here. That is SpongeBob, alright? That's Patchy the Pirate trying to run us over. Why is it 13 minutes?
Wait, you were doing that as a voice recording?
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying
not
to mess up.
That's probably a good thing I didn't speak then.
Nah, you're on my headset. They couldn't hear you anyways.
Well, I could have made you laugh on accident. So I just wrote.
We're doing pretty alright.
Yeah, for goofing around the entire game so far, we've been doing pretty decent. I thought that was Deku, bro. That's the picture popped up.
That shit is not
that was
Deku.
Not Deku. 13 minutes of straight
rap,
bro. Were you completely make that up on the spot?
Yeah.
You're pretty good, bro.
I was just saying whatever came to my mind. I was trying to connect the dots the best I could.
This is pretty good at yapping, bro. This dude, this dude made that completely up.
SpongeBob SquarePants signed a non-disclosure agreement with Gene Krabs, Sandy Cheeks, and Taylor Swift. Yeah, I forgot her name, and I was thinking about it, like, who else was I supposed to mention? Do a breakdown of that shit.
To win this game, bro, it'd be so hard.
This shit's going in the video no matter what. I got explosion.
Yeah, 13-minute rant episode, bro. It doesn't even matter if we win this game or not, dude. That just has
That
to go.
shit is going in the video no matter what. I was just literally walking around the whole game.
I was fighting for my life out there, bro.
My fault, G, my fault.
Oh, they're coming closer.
They're above us.
Oh, we have to fight them anyway. Oh, he's
There's a
trying
guy in the
to
car
fight me.
earlier. Yeah, he in the whip. Watch out.
Oh, really? Get
Hit
in
him
the
for
whip.
100. There's two people in there. Got a tomato head. Got one. Knocked
I'm
one.
driving
The
the
other one's
car.
in the fish. Get that fish. Someone get that fish.
No, Adrian, there's some minis and a big shield right here. I have three med kits, and
I
if
have
we get
6
to this
minis.
fight, we'll be fine. Yeah, me too.
Hold
We
on,
have
he's
to
pulling,
push. Let's
pulling
go.
the
Let's go.
north pulling. North
Yeah, I know.
pushing. I can't push it out now. Push out my words.
Yeah.
Got one.
Missed. Ooh, I missed.
Got one.
I broke his shield.
Shit. I can't build. It's SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob's fault.
It's fine. I have a med kit. I'm fine.
Hold on, we gotta lock
Fine,
this
so I just
door.
pull up these medallions because anyone can see us anyways.
Yeah, Storm's coming in too, so we just might as well fuck it. Might as well what now? Alright, watch out, man. I think
Yeah.
they see us.
We're catching strays, yeah? Oh, eat that flopper. Just a
Good
quick
shit,
heal.
Jason.
Yeah, they're shooting at me from the hill.
Can't see shit in this storm.
Pushing.
Got one for 110. Pushing. I'm
Got
sorry, I
him,
missed my
knocked him.
shot. I'm sorry.
Somewhere in front of me. I'm trying to reload.
Hold up.
It's a 2v2.
He's in front
I'm
of me.
pushing in from the left side.
He's low.
Oh, we actually won, bro. We won with the biggest yap, bro.
We had to lock in hard there at the end. I'm playing like pro players and shit.
Yeah, we actually became like goated. Like what? Question mark? Question mark? Me and Adrian are the best duo.
Peace and love.
I can't wait to play with my homie for Valentine's Day. Let's see if I play Fortnite with the pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah, I'm trying to eat a piece of pizza while we're playing Fortnite. I think I could probably do
This guy turned into Little Caesars.
it. It is Little Caesars, actually. Who needs a girlfriend when you got a homie, bro?
Real.